Good morning, dear students. So in this video I am going to explain the circle, what is circle and what are its important parts. So the first thing you can see that here I have drawn a circle, and on the circumference this circular part is known as the circumference. On this circumference I have taken the several points naming from A to H. Okay, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, and after that I have measured all these line segments joining the center and the point on the circumference. So when you will measure these line segments, so see here I have a ruler. So when you will measure, so you can see that the distance coming here right now is nearly 3.8 centimeter. You can see that 4 is written here, okay, and it is just slightly, and the curve is crossing slightly inwards. So this distance is 3.8 centimeter. Now you measure OC. Now you measure OC. You can see that this distance is also 3.8 centimeter. So in this way, when you will measure all these line segments OB, OC, OD, OH, OG, if we can join OF also, so F and O, and when we will join this and measure, so you will see that again we are getting the same length, that is the 3.8 centimeter. So this type of curve, when a set of point is at the equal distance from the circle, is called equal distance from the center is called the circle. So how it is defined? It is defined as the set of points in a plane equidistant means at the equal distance, equidistant from a fixed point is called circle. Okay, so this is the definition you have to write, and this figure you will draw. Now for just your convenience I have written that the OB is also 3.8 centimeter, OC 3.8, and OH 3.8. Now the term radius. So children, these line segments joining the center and any point on the circumference is referred as the radius. Okay, so what is the radius? Let us recall the definition once more time. The distance, okay, the distance between the center. So what is the center? This point is the center. The distance between the center and any point on the circumference. You can choose any point, children. Any point on the circumference is called radius. So here in this figure, OP is the radius. Okay, now the next thing is the chord. Okay, what is chord? So if you have a circle, you choose any 2 point on that. Okay, so here you can see that here I have drawn a circle. It is somewhat similar like that, and I've chosen 2 points on the circumference P and Q, and then I have joined. So PQ will be called chord of this circle. So we can draw many chords for a given circle. For example, I've chosen one point here, say A, and the another point say B. So if you join these 2 points AB, if you join these 2 points AB, so this line segment will be called AB. So AB is also a chord. Okay, now the next thing here, so when a chord is drawn in a circle, the region of the circle is divided into the two parts. Okay, so one will be the bigger, and the both parts are called the segment. The both parts are called the segment, out of which the bigger one is called the major segment and the smaller one is called the minor segment. The arc corresponds with the major segment is called the major arc. Okay, and first of all, what is arc? So arc is a part of the circumference. The circular part that is you are seeing that we draw in a circle is the circumference, and if we take a part of it, for example, you can see that here this is a circle. Okay, so this circular path is called the circumference, its length is called circumference. If we take a smaller part, a part of this circumference like this one, so this will be called arc. Okay, so if the arc corresponds to the major segment, it is called major arc, and if the arc is corresponding with the minor segment, it is called minor arc. Now the diameter. Okay, so children, so we define a diameter. You can see that the diameter is also, as the chord was joining the 2 points on the circumference, in that same way the diameter is also joining the 2 points on the circumference with one speciality. These chords, the simple chords, were not passing through the center. Oh, but here you can see that this diameter is this chord is passing through the center. So I have defined it as the diameter. A chord passes through the center of the circle is called the diameter. So, and now here I have done very important derivations that children see. This OQ and OP both are radius, because you can see here in this figure OP is a radius. That's why OQ and OP both are the radius, and by the definition I am telling that PQ is a diameter. So here I have drawn the length of PQ is D. I have represented it by D, and PO I have represented it by R. R stands for the radius, and OQ is also R. So you can see that when we add PO and QO, we will get PQ. So PQ is equals to OP or OQ, simple. So PQ stands for the D. Okay, so the length of PQ is D. I have written it here. Equals to OP's length is R, and OQ's length is also R. So D is equals to R plus R. And now this is the addition form. I have written simply the multiplication form of this. Okay, so D is equals to 2 into R. Like 4 plus 4 can be written as 2 into 4. 5 plus 5 can be written as 2 into 5. Or if we write 7 plus 7, we can write it as 2 into 7. In that same way, R plus R has been written as 2 into R. So diameter, this entire length PQ, is the double of OP, that is the radius. So for any circle, the radius is half of the diameter, and diameter is double of the radius. Now you see here I have drawn a figure in which the one line is passing through the circle by touching at a single point. So this line is called the tangent, and if the line comes slightly inwards, so it will touch or it will crosses through the circle by intersecting it at 2 points. So here you can see that this line has intersected the circle at this first point and this second point. So this line is called secant. Okay. So now the mathematical part is how we can find out the length of this entire path. The length of this entire path if we know the value of radius. Okay. So for that we have the formula. C is represented by the circumference equals to 2 multiply pi. So the value, see this is the letter of the different language. Okay, it is read as pi. The value in the fraction, it is 22 by 7, and in the decimal we write 3.14. okay, so 2 multiply pi multiply r. What is r? R is the radius of that circle. So this was all about the circle, children, and here very two easy examples I have shown. Whenever the radius is given, you have to find out the diameter. You just multiply it by 2. Okay, and if a diameter is provided and you have to find out the radius, you just divide it by 2. Now you can see that in this circle the diameter is provided 10 centimeter, and we are asking to find out the radius. So what I have done, I have divided the diameter by 2. So 10 divided 2 equals to 5 centimeter. And when the radius is provided, 4 centimeter, so to find out the diameter, we have simply multiplied it by 2. So 2 multiply 4, that is 8 centimeter. So this is all about the circle, children. You please write down all these details and be prepared for your revision test. Thank you.